Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Oh man, when I finally saw the trailer, it dropped a couple days ago, I was floored. I was like, wow, I so don't really want to watch this movie. But then, lo and behold, the director took to Twitter because it's all about the free speech now, and he kind of eased my worries. Mr. James Mangold, he said, quote, "One more time, no one is taking over or replacing Indy or donning his hat, nor is he being erased through some contrivance, and he never was, not in any cut or script, but trolls will troll. That's how they get their clicks. And please don't exhaust me pointing out how once in a while a troll is right. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and then." All one has to do is look at set photos and interviews, and you get enough info to make wild guesses about a movie plot. I guess that kind of sounds like Doomcock and everybody else who fucking thinks that something is wrong. He completely cancels out his first tweet by saying that, hey, even a blind squirrel can find a nut, pointing out that once in a while the trolls are right. So if anyone is right, it's like, well, you did just say that they could possibly be right. But he's over here saying that, oh, nothing's going to happen. No one is taking over Indy. But if something happened where someone, I guess, took over Indy, you're right, because blind squirrels do find nuts, but fuck you, trolls. And then he ends it with, the difference between trolling a-holes and everyone else is they are trying to make money off your feelings other than about other films and culture war politics. They push controversial guesses as coming from sources to gin up clicks. Let it go. End. But look, anyway, yes, there are YouTubers and there are people that obviously have opinions and takes on what movies are going to be like, or what are going to happen when movies come out. But that doesn't give you a right to just say that they're just trolling a-holes when you literally just, the next tweet you say is that they might be right. They're just trolling a-holes, but they you know what, they might actually be right about it. Because Doomcock was right? Hashtag Doomcock was right. And he got the whole time travel thing on. So the fact that there's even time travel and a de-aged Indy in the franchise, we all know that time traveling can end pretty wonky, right? Timely-wimely. You can see how Doctor Who's treating it right now. But, some people don't give a fuck about time or time travel. They could just have things happen that wouldn't work. And in Back to the Future, if you really want to make a paradox by having yourself run into your younger self and blowing up the time continuum, whatever, it could happen, and that's what I feel like this movie is going to do. I feel like this movie is going to do some weird shit where Indiana Jones is going to end up being erased. But of course, he's going to say that he's not going to be erased, because we had people like Kevin Smith say that, He-Man was going to be the forefront in He-Man's animated the show, and it wasn't, So all I'm saying is that we can't go off of the directors. We have to just wait and watch. We all have speculations. We all have opinions. But honestly, I am so not thrilled by the trailer. The trailer did not get me. Indy looked way too old. For God's sake, that first scene with him and Salah, John Davis. Gosh, he looked so old. He looked like, it's not like Star Wars where it's like, all right, well, he's flying a ship and he's shooting blasters, so he doesn't really have to be that spry. But fucking Indiana Jones is running around, swinging around, whipping around, rolling around, dodging around. There's a lot, punching around. There's a lot this man should be able to do that he's not going to do. So I don't know. Crystal Skulls wasn't great, right? A lot of people still give that movie shit and will never consider it to be part of the 3-part trilogy. But the fans of us that did respect the movie wanted and were down for Shia LaBeouf to take on the hat and to become the next Indiana Jones, because it seemed right for the movie and at that time. But now that it doesn't seem like he is in it, I don't know. I did check up the IMDb and it did show that Shia LaBeouf was in the movie. So that would be kind of cool if he ends up becoming the next Indiana Jones, just because that's how it would have worked out in the Crystal Skull. I really hope that fucking Phoebe Waller-Bridges doesn't take it over, because we do not need another female character taking over a male character's role. They're already going to try to do that shit with James Bond, so they killed James Bond in No Time to Die, but he had all the time apparently to die, and now in the next one, they're talking about making it a woman, or dumbing down Bond or whatever, making him less misogynistic, whatever. They're taking away the key element of Bond, and they're taking away the attributes of Bond. But he did die. So if Indiana Jones does die, it would be very easy to be like, oh, look, he's dead now. We can just revamp the character, male or female. But again, it just breaks my heart to see an old Indiana Jones like that. I can't. And that whole ending scene in the commercial, where they're all he's whipping everybody and then they all draw their guns and then he fucking ducks. I'm sorry, but that is Hollywood nowadays. It's if I was one of those dudes, I'd fucking walk over and just shoot him on the floor, because obviously he's standing there and obviously everyone else has guns, so they have protection. Like he won't be able to just. He's old enough to where he can't just take him down and use him as a human shield, take the bullets and then jump out the window. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna have the human shield take the bullets and him jump out the window. It's not gonna happen. But anyway, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Let's see what happens. Let's see what more articles and interviews and all these behind the scenes footage, like he so says, comes out, and then we'll see, what wild guesses we can go ahead and make about this fucking movie plot. But anyway, this has been Ghost in the Craig. Thank you so much. I don't need any money, but I am definitely gonna talk shit if it fails. I am definitely going to. I'm going to go to the theater dressed up in my Indy outfit, and I'll be black Indy. And then if it doesn't work, I'm going to be like, hey, why couldn't you just race swap Indy and make him black? It probably would have been fucking better instead of making them all old and shit. But whatever. Getting too my thugness is coming out. I got to go. But thank you so much for tuning in. It's Ghost and Craig. Peace. I mean, that's exactly what the Hollywood trope is nowadays. It's just you take a legacy character, then you just kill him off, and then you're just like, there it is. Look, dude, was that great, everybody? Oh, it was so good. He's dead now. Dun, 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 dun. Time for a new character. Maybe race swapped. Maybe gender swap. You never know who it will be next time around.
Who is this man?
I'm her godfather.
Hardly related.